Hi, this video is for the Scots today. We thought we would make a video to show you how to hatch eggs in our incubator. What do you guys think? Should we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So rather than us come down and show you, we thought maybe we'd make a video with all the quarantine madness. So we're going to show hopefully all the steps and all the information that you need to do a 21-day hatch. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is our incubator. And I think this is how you open it. So there's two handles on the side.
Talk loud and slow.
There's two handles on the side.
Okay.
And you pull it off.
Okay.
And then there's a screen, a little notch over here, and then the lid.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's the egg turner. And so
Now, why do we need an egg turner?
to turn the eggs at the right time.
Because
so we don't have to turn them.
Okay, good. So this does it automatically. Now, what's happening in nature when a hen is, hatching her chicks? What's going on?
She flips them and keeps them warm.
So we're trying to
imitate
that here. Okay, good. All right. So what do we do with this here, Sam?
So the notch on the bottom of the incubator, there's a little notch.
In one of the corners?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the motor right here goes right there. And then the cord should line up with that notch.
Great. And then how does the top go on once that's in?
And then you see a notch on the top right here.
Okay.
And then that notch goes on the cord, so the cord doesn't get smashed by the lid.
And then the top goes down flush. Okay, great. And then how do we operate the incubator?
So there's two plugs. One right here that runs the temperature in the fan. And then this one runs the egg turner. You have to have both of them plugged in at the same time for it to work.
Okay, good. Sawyer, would you like to show how we put the eggs on the automatic turner? Would you like to show that? Oh, there's eggs right over here. You can grab those and bring them down. So we open it up, right?
Yeah.
And how do we put these in, Sawyer? How do we do it? Like that, we put them in gently.
Yeah, and you put the pointy side down.
Okay, pointy side down. Okay. And then we fill up all of those spaces, right?
Yeah.
As much as the eggs will fill up.
Okay, you know what? That's good. I think we're just going to show them how it works here today. So what if we come back and we'll plug the incubator in and talk to them about temperature?
Okay.
Okay.
So one thing I forgot to say is that there's 42 spaces, but we only put 41 in. Because this space right by the motor, it will hit the motor every time it gets to its full stroke right here. It'll hit the motor, and that's not good, as Daddy said.
Kind of a design flaw, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so only 41 eggs. Where do we keep that gap again?
Right here.
Yeah, keep that
right by that motor.
Okay. All right, so here's our incubator plugged in. And you can see it's giving us a temperature reading, and then it's giving us a humidity reading. We are not as concerned with humidity. We used to try and keep optimal humidity and discovered that dry hatches were best. So we do not put any water or anything in and really don't get concerned with humidity. So it's just primarily temperature. Up here at the top is a vent cap. And so you want to keep this on for most of the hatch. But what we like to do, because this thermometer and temperature reading on here is not always accurate, we use this guy here. There's just a blue button on the back of this that you can press. I'll turn this guy on. And we take this probe and we like to just put it in here to rest, make sure it's not hitting any of the eggs, and then just see what it levels out at. We just kicked this on now, so it's not going to be anywhere near what we need it to be. But optimal temperature is 99.5 degrees. So usually for the first 4 to 5 days, we're checking, once a day. I like to come over and just make sure the unit is running. First of all, and then just put the probe in and make sure that we're close to 99.5. If you need to change the temperature, you can just hold down whichever direction. So right now, we are, we're set at 81.3. So if I wanted to go lower, just hold that down. And see, that's going to drop it and just let off where you want to set it at. And so same thing with raising it, just hold down the plus button there and then just raise it to wherever would correspond. Again, the important thing is 99.5 on this calibrated thermometer here. That's the important thing. So, and that's 99.5 for 20, about 19 days, 19 to 20 days. And then before you get ready to do the hatch, well, we'll cover that next. Yeah. Okay, so let's say we get to day 19. So we're 2 days before hatch, about 48 hours beforehand. And what we want to do is we want to come in here. Can you take that lid off, Sam, please? We want to come in here on day 19, and we want to very carefully take the lid off, and then we want to take the turner out on day 19, okay? We want to put that turner aside with the eggs in it, and then we want to carefully take each egg out and put it on the screen, okay? So we're done with the turner on day 19. Put the eggs, just lay them on their side in here, right? No particular way, just give everybody a little space. And then we want to put the lid back on after that. And two things. We want to lower our temperature then for the hatch. So on day 19, lower the temperature to 98.5. So lower it a degree, and also take this cap out for extra oxygen for the hatch. So we want to do those two things, 3 things. Take the turner out, put the eggs in, lower temperature, and take the vent cap out, and then we should be all set for hatch. Okay, Sarah, what are you going to teach us about? What do you have there?
How to candling.
Candling. What is candling?
Is where you turn on this light, and then usually you can see in the egg. But this, since we're doing it today, you can't see anything inside the egg. Okay.
So that's kind of. Can you show us that light there? That's kind of a special flashlight that you have. Can you show us that? Okay, so that's a special flashlight for candling eggs. And we go into a very dark place, right? Yeah. And we usually do this at about maybe after 2 weeks. So when the eggs are 2 weeks old, when they've been incubating in here for 2 weeks, then we'll do a candling of the eggs. And what if we have an egg that is going to hatch? What do we see when we candle?
Usually we see like maybe something moving in.
We can see movement, yeah, and some veins, like some blood vessels and some other neat stuff, yeah. But we have to do it in an area that's very dark, right?
Yeah.
So could you?
Can't see it.
Okay, so could you demonstrate once more on how we candle?
So you turn on this with this button right here.
Okay.
And then it turns on. And then you.
We usually hold it the other way with the egg up, and then the flashlight below. The flashlight below the egg. Yeah, in a very, very dark room, right?
Yeah.
We put the egg right on the. Yeah, and then it will illuminate the inside of the egg, and we can tell. Now, why is this important to do at 2 weeks?
Because or else I think the eggs can go bad.
Ah, so the ones that haven't developed, we need to remove those after we candle, right? Because they could get rotten and then they could
Explode.
they could potentially explode. We've never had that happen, but it could happen. So that's it. That's it. 2 weeks. Thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Did you want to tell us about something, Sawyer? Okay. What do you have to
So you never put this in water. Or else what?
the hatching egg?
The hatching egg.
Yeah. Remember why? What does Mama Hen do to that egg?
Puts coating on it.
Ah, she puts a coating when she lays that egg, right?
Yeah.
There's a coating, and so you're saying that we don't want to wash that egg?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, or else we wash the coating away.
Ah, so some of the eggs are kind of dirty, but we put them in the incubator anyway, just like they are. Okay, good.
Like this is, but we don't want to wash it yet.
Okay, good. Very important point. Thank you.
You're welcome.
A couple other random notes on the incubator. The incubator is designed to be used in a space that's already at room temperature. So I thought about like putting it in our garage one time, and in the wintertime that won't work because it needs to be in a room temperature type of setting. And then it's able to take the temperature, it's designed to take the temperature from room temperature up to 98, whereas it would struggle to go from 40s or whatever the garage would be at, than to go up to the full 98. So it needs to be inside. Pretty important that it does not get bumped or shaken or whatever as the embryos are developing. So 21-day hatch. If you started today, today's December 1st, you would be at hatch day on December 22nd, which I think is a Tuesday. On that Sunday is when you'd really want to get serious about taking the turner out, moving the eggs over to the screen, and then bumping the temperature down, removing the vent cap. That would be on Sunday, the 20th, I think. Yeah, two days before. The hatch it's pretty neat. You'll hear peeping ahead of time, even before they come out of the egg, and then they use their egg tooth or their beak to basically drill a pattern around the end of the egg, and then they pop that off and pop out. It's really fascinating. So I hope everybody enjoys it. Hatch rate, if you set I think there's 42 spaces in the turner, set 42 eggs, and I believe we usually get hatches in the 30s. So not every egg is going to hatch. Some will be bad or not fertilized. We also are only running one rooster, so they may not be as good in terms of fertilization as years prior when we had multiple roosters. So that's a factor too. So I think that pretty much covers it. So happy. Yeah.
About the light, because sometimes we wait for us, we have to restore light. Have to have the light turned on.
The light?
Yeah, like up there, or else this won't work.
Oh no, that's just for here. Yeah, they just plug into a plug at their house and everything will work. Do you have anything else? Okay. Happy hatching.